Most people don't stay poor because of their income. They stay poor because of the stories they tell themselves and the illusions they refuse to question. There is a quiet tragedy woven into the fabric of human life. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just slow. A gentle, silent erosion of potential. People imagine poverty as a lack of money, but often it begins as a lack of awareness, a lack of discipline, a lack of uncomfortable honesty with oneself. We inherit behaviors before we inherit bank accounts. We learn spending before we learn thinking. And we search for shortcuts because we fear the mirror. Society rewards distraction. Schools reward obedience. Culture rewards appearance. And buried beneath all of it is a simple, cruel paradox. Most people want improvement, but few want the identity shift that improvement demands. There was once a man who worked 3 jobs. Every month he waited for payday the way a drowning man waits for air. He wasn't irresponsible, he wasn't lazy. He was simply exhausted, cycling through survival like a ritual he never questioned. When he finally earned a bit more, he didn't save. He upgraded. A better phone, a louder lifestyle, a fragile illusion of progress. Every purchase was a small relief, a brief escape, a way to feel for a moment like the world hadn't pinned him down. Across the city lived another man. Same age, same background, similar salary. But he treated money like a weapon, not a comfort. He didn't chase status. He chased leverage. While the first man bought things, this one bought time. He studied late at night. He built skills no one noticed. He planted seeds that took years to grow. People called him boring, stingy, obsessed. They laughed at his old car. He laughed at their urgency to look wealthy. Look through history and you'll find the same pattern. The families that rise are rarely the flashiest. They are the disciplined, the patient, the ones who suffer strategically instead of accidentally. The difference between poverty and power is rarely intelligence. It's almost always behavior repeated over decades, compounded quietly, invisibly, inevitably. So what really happened here? Consumerism replaced purpose. Comfort replaced discipline. Comparison replaced introspection. The first man lived in reaction. Every stress, every insecurity, every desire became a transaction. Money was a sedative, not a tool. The second man lived in intention. He understood that wealth is psychological long before it becomes numerical. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Poverty is not just the absence of money. It is the presence of impulses that consume you faster than you can grow. Most people stay poor because they spend to feel seen. They conform to feel safe. They procrastinate to avoid failure. They choose the present because the future feels too abstract to matter. And society quietly encourages this. A population addicted to consumption is easier to influence than a population addicted to autonomy. If you want to understand why most people stay poor, don't look at their bank statements. Look at their habits, their fears, their hunger for approval. Because in the end, most people don't lose wealth. They trade it away for comfort. And comfort, as history loves to remind us, is the most expensive addiction on earth.